Hey everybody, thank you for jumping on the Team Fit Hoots Monday night team Zoom call. Tonight I am super excited because I am highlighting coaches on our team. I get to, it's one thing to have a guest speaker on and to have them speak their knowledge onto you and they've been around the block and whatever. But these are coaches who literally have signed up within the past 90 days. And it's really cool to see because Carrie, she signed up about 90 days ago. And then we have Lise that signed up about 2 months ago. And then we have Michelle, who's been about a month. And then Samantha, who I had asked to jump on the call tonight, she's been a coach maybe 2-3 weeks. And she had other things going on. But she said, you can check out my wall, though. Because I said, can we peek on your wall? Because tonight we're going to jump on. I told these ladies today, I was like, we're going to go on your wall. And they had no idea. So I think I kind of shocked them all a little bit. But I think seeing how they put themselves out there is why they are successful, why they are coaches building, as success starters, earning their 3 months success starters and getting Emerald and growing their team and hitting Success Club. Like, you can see why it's happening because they're on the team calls, their wall, like what they're sharing their journey. So I asked all of them to share their top tips. And, I want you guys to just really be ready to take notes and just listen because you might hear them saying the same things, but they're all coming from a different walk of situation. They're going to tell their stories. So I really didn't plan who's going to go first. So I'm just going to, I'm just going to call out Carrie. Yeah, Carrie is going to go first. I guess you ladies already have planned this. So I go, Carrie's going first. Okay, see, this is why I know these ladies are leaders. They come on and they just take charge, and I'm like, okay, good, let's do that. So Carrie, she is our recent success starter. She's had 3 months, her first 3 months as a coach in the Success Club team, I guess you can call it. She's helping at least 3 to 5 people every month. She's hit Success Club 10. She's earned her free ticket to Summit. So she's going to Summit with us this year with a free ticket. She literally just got it for this year. If you guys are in Success Club the next 3 months, if you just signed up this month, you'll get it for 2017 Summit. So Michelle and Lise, if they're on their track right now to get that free ticket. So Carrie just went Emerald the other week. She's grown her team. She's hit success starters. And she has a big, huge why. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Carrie, so you can share a little bit of your story and then share your top tips of how, as a new coach, you can hit the ground running. I'm going to put you on, let me unmute you, and then put you on spotlight video.
Oh.
There you are. Take it away, girl.
Okay, well, let's see. I started the 21-day fixed pie in, I think it was like November of 2014. I didn't get serious until like January, and I was in like a challenge group, and I was asked 3 or 4 times to be a coach, and I'd always decline because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I've been a stay-at-home mom for like 13 years, and I'm pretty busy. My kids are involved in a lot of different activities, so I didn't think I had time, and plus I thought it was more like sales, so I wasn't really interested. And then I think Missa just asked me at the right time, so I finally jumped on. And when I decide to do something, I always do it 110%. There's like no other way that I operate. So all I really did was just take the tips and tools that were given to me, and I just did what it said. Like, I would post 3 to 5 times a day. I read my personal development, which I would have to say is what helped me a lot, because I was very fearful about rejection and what people were going to think about me. And honestly, the more I read, the more confidence and, I don't know, I don't want to say powerful I felt, but I actually did kind of feel like I didn't care. Like, if I sent somebody a message and they didn't message me back, I'm like, oh, well, I'll just keep going. Because there are like people that do respond back and that are interested. So I would just keep doing what I was supposed to do every day, just following. I do the power hour pretty much every day. And like I'll follow up with people who say that they can't do it this month, maybe next month, or they're short on money or this or that. So I just write it down like on a notebook because I'm very old fashioned. And then I just go back and I follow up and I just mark it off. The other thing I do is like to get new people in my network. I've just been going when things pop up, mutual friends, and I just add them, and then I wait a couple days, and I kind of, I put them in a group, and I go and I look at their wall, and I make comments or like things that I can relate to, and then I'll just like send them like a little message. And some of the people like I kind of know, so like I'll just say something like how I know them, or if they were from high school, I just say, hey, it's great seeing you, and how your kids and blah, 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 or whatever I looked at. I mean, basically really things that I'm interested in. I'm not like being fake or anything. I'm just making more of an effort, which I wouldn't have done before becoming a coach. So that's why I think I really enjoy it too, because it's something that I like to do. But I was just always afraid before. So like when you say to do the personal development, it really does make a difference, like in my everyday life. Plus it's just something for myself, because like I said, I've been a stay-at-home mom, so I really don't have, like, I don't really watch TV. I wasn't reading, so I actually enjoy the personal development. And I only, like I set a timer for 10 minutes, but if I have more time, I'll read more, but I make sure I dedicate at least 10 minutes a day, like you said.
What would you recommend for a new coach? Like, what was the personal development that just rocked?
That book. Oh, what did I do with it?
Look, you're reaching for it. You're already like,
yeah, I knew I was going to, this one.
Yeah.
My coach sent this to me, Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, this is what, like, and then I totally stalked the author. I bought all of her books. I have all her books that I have in a row to read. I follow her on Instagram. She's just so amazing. And her story, like her why and what she did. She wanted I forget what kind of bag, like some kind of a bag she wanted.
Chanel.
So like some guy bought her one, and when they broke up, she sold it or something, and on eBay, and he found out, and he was really mad, and so she just decided she was going to delete that experience, and then just like she made like this big had like a limo pick her up, and she went and bought it, and I'm like, I don't want a Chanel bag, but I just thought that was cool,
She made it an experience. Yeah.
And so, and like you said, what your why is, which I shared with you, my son really wants to go to this private high school. It's called St. Ed's here, and it's kind of expensive. So that's my goal, is to be able to pay for his tuition. So I opened a savings account, and I just have my checks go right directly in there, and it's building up pretty quickly. So that motivates me to, try harder and accept the no's or the ignores. I'm like, used to worry about that stuff. Now I'm like, oh, well, because there's a bunch of yeses, and there's people that want to be helped. And then the people that I am helping are telling me how I inspire them, and I've changed their lives. And it just makes me feel so good to be able to help people that, some of these people I know are friends, and some I didn't really know in high school, but like we have mutual friends and stuff, and they like are getting together in groups and working out together. And so I don't know, I just think I've had nothing but a positive experience since I've been doing this. I absolutely love it. So that's about it. I mean, like I said, I just follow what you tell us to do.
No, thank you so much for sharing that, because I think, just seeing someone's name, you guys, at the leaderboard or whatever, you have to understand, like, now you know Carrie, like her why and why she's showing up and why she's doing these power hours, and why she's reading her personal development. I talked with Carrie from the beginning. She would be, oh my gosh, this person said no, and it would crush her, like really crush her. And now she's like, I don't even care about that anymore. Like, I'm just like, okay, I'll find somebody. Like, she wants to just help, and that's how you have to look at it. You can't let people who say no stop you. You just have to have that why. And your why, like when you told me, I was like, oh my God, that's like such a deep, like that's a why that makes you cry. I mean, as a mother, so that's awesome. So
I also listen to the other coaches, like especially Michelle, like their little things that they do. I'm like, oh my God, I'm totally doing that. And like, oh, one more point I wanted to make is when you said about investing in a business, like it usually costs however much money. So I look at it that way, like I get the Fixate books and the workout programs as incentives, because I don't look at it as a loss. I look at it as a way to build up my business.
Amen.
So that's another good tip.
Yeah, I know Michelle's going to talk about how she does that too. I don't know. Did you guys decide who goes next before I try to pick someone? Louise or Michelle? I can't hear you, Michelle.
Michelle's
next. Okay. I love you guys. Like, I have come back to the computer and they all got it all figured out already. This is why you guys are awesome. Okay, so Michelle, I just want to give you a little intro. And at the end, you guys, and we're going to do a quick view of their pages, because I don't want to stop and share and go back and forth. So we'll have everyone kind of share their tips. We'll go sneak on their page so you can see their pages. But I met Michelle, and she was my virtual assistant for Beachbody. So some of you, have known Michelle but didn't know Michelle as the background of what helped me grow my business this past year. And I really was just giving her the stuff that I would do during the day. I would say, okay, here's a power hour to do at night. Add 3 people, send 3 messages. She was sending them from the same templates that I had used, and she had pretty much learned what I was doing. She was in my challenge groups with me. And finally, I'm like, you need to do this. So she came around. I'm going to pass it over to you, Michelle, and you can kind of share your story from there. And you guys, she's hit Success Club every month. She's Emerald already. She has 4 or 5 coaches underneath of her. She's been a coach 2 months and is on her way to be a earner for the 2017 summit. So I told her the other day, I'm like, you're going to be in Punta Cana if you keep going like this. It's 12 Success Club points already. Like, what?
That's awesome.
I was like, what? Okay, so Michelle, go ahead. Tell your story. You're unmuted.
Hi, everybody. I'm Michelle. Nissa already gave me a great introduction, so I'm just going to let it be at that. I actually started coaching when Miss was on the cruise. Not really. I started as soon as she got back. I think I blindsided her with that Monday morning, hey, guess what? I want to be a coach. So it worked out really well because I believe that date was like March 24th. So I've actually been a coach since March 24th. And along with Carrie, I sink in head first and 125%. I don't do anything half-assed, so to speak, and I have to just give it my all. So if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it right. And basically, I sank myself into all of Mrs. training groups. Everything she was training for, I was on board, and I had to do it, and I had to move forward, and I had to step out of my comfort zone. I can't tell you how many times. And I always thought of myself as an outgoing person. I'm a sales rep by day, so I do outside sales where I'm knocking on doors and cold calling all week long. But that was a little bit different than putting up my before and after pictures, which was a huge thing for me. And, basically confronting my friends on Facebook, that's who you're dealing with basically right out of the gate is your friends. But just jumping in and doing it head first, I was overwhelmed at the amount of response that I got from everybody right away. And it was just such a beautiful thing. I think I actually cried. I was so happy because I expected nothing. I'm one of those people, I'm going to jump in head first, but if I don't get anybody, oh well, I tried. So that's kind of how I did it. But Missa will be running lots and lots of training groups for everybody that's new coaches on here tonight. I highly, highly suggest that you jump in on every one of them because I was with Carrie and I was was with Lee's, and we rocked right through. And so did several of the other girls that were with us. So it is an amazing way to get your feet wet, learn everything you need to know. She's going to tell you to do things, implement them, make them work, and you'll be rolling along just like us. So I wanted to go over just a couple of things. The power of 3. That's basically your adding and putting yourself out there and making sure that you're drinking your Shakeology and doing your workouts. So you kind of have to make sure that you're a product of the product. So you want to show everybody, look, I'm working out, I'm drinking my Shakeology, but you don't want to lose yourself in that. I already had like a great following on Facebook where people were like, oh, you're always so positive. Good. Yay. I love watching you. So it made it kind of easy. But now all of a sudden, you know, I've got a Shakeology in my hand, or I've got my dumbbells in my hand. So I look a little different, but people are still responding to it. They're just seeing a different side of me, which I guess sort of just worked. It's working out, but I still make sure I don't lose myself. So you'll still see pictures of my kids and my husband and date night and all those different types of things. So you got to kind of mix it up and let people know, hey, we're not just Beachbody coaches, we're real people. I work full-time. I have a full-time day job for 20 years in sales. So most people who know me know that. And I didn't want them to think that this is just, you know, nothing for me. This is a big deal. Health and nutrition have been a big part of my life for quite some time. And to do this now on this end, it's like a dream come true for me. I absolutely love it. And the amount of support that you're able to give somebody just from sitting behind a desk on Facebook is amazing. It's just such a, when people come back to me and say, I am so glad I signed up with you, and I am so glad I did this. I'm down 9 pounds, or I'm down 5 pounds, or this has been so great. I'm turning my life around. It is like such a beautiful, beautiful thing. And it makes you feel so good that you were able to help 1, 2, 3, 4, however many people you're helping. And yeah, like Carrie said, you're going to have people who don't want to be helped. You think they want to be helped, but they don't. And you just have to let them go, because they will eventually come around. And when they do, you'll be there waiting for them. So adding people and doing personal development and posting. I break mine up throughout the day, only because I do work. So I work, I have a family of 5 living under my roof. I have a house to take care of and soccer children and everything else. So I add people, I add friends first thing in the morning. As soon as I wake up, I post something motivational, I add a few friends, I go do my workout. Then I move on from there to my job, which I do all day. And then in the evening, I do my personal development and I do my follow-up emails. And follow-up emails can be as simple as something like, anybody who likes or comments on any of my Beachbody/fitness posts, I send them this little note that just says, hey, thanks so much for following me on my journey. I really appreciate it. Putting myself out there was a little crazy for me. And I keep it real, you know, and I just can, and I swear, I don't think there's anybody who hasn't responded back. Some respond back and say, yeah, I'm really interested. I've been seeing what you were doing. Or some like, you know, good luck. I love watching your posts. Thanks for sharing, you know, that kind of thing. So you're going to have a little bit of both, but just make sure that, you know, you stay on top of them and you keep, you know, record of who is interested, maybe not now, but later. Like Carrie, I'm an old-fashioned girl. This is my Bible, and you will see everything in here that I keep notes of everything. And if I carry it with me all day, so if I need to look something up in the middle of the day, I don't have to be jumping on anything else. It's right here with me in the car all day long. And then I have a folder that I keep all my other stuff in, and all of my information as far as team information and all that is in there as well. And I carry it around with me all the time. It's already looking tattered and torn. As far as personal development, I am a nighttime reader. I always have been, and I like to read right before I go to bed. I always tell my husband, it sends me to bed with a peaceful heart, and I wake up with a peaceful heart. So no matter what I'm reading, it helps. But right now, I am reading Girl Code, Miracle Morning, GoPro, and I am that girl. So it basically just depends what kind of mood I'm in that night, whichever book I reach for on my nightstand, and that's the one I choose. And I like the other girls, I read maybe for 10, 15 minutes before bed, but it clears my head and it makes me put all the other problems aside for the rest of the day. And that's it. I just go to sleep. As soon as I turn out the light, I'm out. Okay. So moving on, follow up. I think I might have touched on it a little bit, but don't give up on someone. I have some people who say to me, oh, come back to me next month. And I've already dealt with this with some people twice, because I started with them already, like out of the gate back in March. Oh, hit me up in April. Oh, hit me up in May. Now it's hit me up in June. Okay, you know what? So now your little note says June right after your name, and I don't forget about them. I go back to them. And some of them I know, and some of them are friends of friends or referrals from friends, which, you know, Carrie had touched on. I gave her a tip. I said, I let people know, hey, if you want to refer any friends to me, if you get 2 or 3 of them to buy a challenge pack, you know what? I'll give you a Fix8 cookbook, or I'll give you a $25 gift card for Target, because you know what? It's worth it to me to have that referral. So that to me is great. And I don't know if Annie is on here, but Annie got herself a cookbook that way because she actually referred a lot of her friends. And it was amazing because she was posting on her Facebook page and tagging my name. And if you can get people to do that, it's so great, because every person who sees that also sees your name, and you see the post, and then it's just a trickle down effect from there. It's fantastic. It's a great way to try to do business and get new people on board too. Hold on, let me get my grip here where I was going. The Power Hour, I went through all that. Workouts, make sure you're doing them. They're important. I never, ever, ever, ever worked out in the morning. I hated it. Now, 6 a.m. has become my new best friend. From 6 to 6:30, I have a date with Autumn Calabresi, and we are downstairs and we are working out, because then it's done. And no BS from the day can get in my way and say, oh, nope, can't work out tonight. I got to deal here. I got to go there. And no, it's done. And everybody's still asleep. And it has become my personal quiet time. I have to try to get myself to bed a little bit earlier in order to do that and make it work, but it's been working out okay. Let me just quick look at my notes here and make sure that I got everything. I think that was everything. I had a lot of little notes here, but I think I covered everything. Missa, can you think of anything that I missed?
No, I think that was great. You guys, I think Michelle jumped right in with the free challenge groups, and she got referrals. Like, that was the one thing with your business that I seen it grow so fast, was the referrals. So I wrote down when you said tagging, I noticed right away, that Michelle had people tagging her in posts, and she, I said we were running groups together. So I told my coaches, have a chat, a side chat with your people that are in our group. And she's always been so great at that and keeping that personal connection with her customers and with her challengers, and in the 5-day groups. And I think that is why people have just kept following through, because you never gave up on them. And that is awesome. She told me, she's like, I'm adding friends left and right, because of friends of friends of friends. And I'm like, holy crap, you went from like, what was it, 200 friends to like 700 friends? Like, holy crap. So, and Carrie said that too, adding friends of friends versus going out there and finding complete strangers. So I'm writing down these things that you guys are saying, personal development. Both of you said that that's a huge thing in your business as new coaches, that you really take that seriously. And the fact that you changed your workouts to AM workouts. I said to Erin today, I'm like, I have to get it done in the morning. I just feel so much better about everything when that's done in the morning. So that's awesome that you changed your schedule around to make this kind of work for you better. You broke it up throughout your day. And that really helps, because I remember when I was in that boat, I was doing things, throughout the whole day. And I felt like that's why I could build this, because you can make it fit around whatever your schedule is. So awesome. Thank you for sharing that. You guys, she's at Success Club 12 right now, and it's like the 9th. It's crazy with, 3 coaches this month already. So I think that's amazing. So last and certainly not least, I'm looking for, where are you, Louise? I can't find you.
She jumped off. I saw her log off. I don't know where she went.
Oh, goodness. Maybe. Oh, there you are. She's like, I'm here. She's hiding. Hold on. Let me do this. So here we are. We have Lise on the line with us tonight. I was looking at her sign up date, March 1st, you guys, and Dingo must love you. Every time I have this girl on the phone with me, Dingo goes crazy for her. I don't know. It's always with her. But anyway, I checked her downline today, 10 new coaches in her team since March 1st. And I'm like, what? Like, what the heck is going on? And this is another coach who has been with me in my clean eating groups. She's jumped in every one of my challenge groups. And she's just always led by such an amazing example. And I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. The first time I was on the phone with her, she blew me away with her organization and her just skills as a new mom and having this drive and this is a challenge. I'm gonna figure this out. And I'm like, yeah, I like that, you know? So she's gonna share tips with you tonight on how she hit the ground running with her business and literally how she's like this close to being diamond. I swear to God, in like a few months, I know you're gonna be a diamond coach. It's crazy. Success Club 4 this month, Success Club starter already. I have no doubt you're gonna be at Success Club 10 because that's just all these girls are like, you'll see this trait. They are all like, I just went in. I go hard. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And Lise, you're the same way. So take over, girl.
All right. Well, there's not too much more to say. Carrie and Michelle did great jobs there. And Michelle is my success partner. So yay! I can't believe you're at 12 already. So I originally started back in 2014 with my first challenge group of 21 Day Fix when I think it was just coming out then. And I had really good success with it. Unfortunately, Missa was not my first coach. And so it didn't really go that well with my first coach. So I kind of know what to do and what not to do. She's no longer a coach, but the first girl. And then I found Missa. And I was like, yes, like just a connection. Just everything about her is just phenomenal. So I was able just to connect, and I was literally become like a product of the product. But I was not a coach. Not even a discount coach. All I want to do is just to get back in shape after having my first child. And Missa was like, come on, jump on board. I'm like, no, because I thought it was all sales, like just trying to sell you this, sell you that. I'm like, I don't have time. I can't sell water to somebody in the desert. Like, I can't sell nothing. That's just not me. So, sorry. So I couldn't sell anything. And then having the first baby, going back to work, and I'm like, I just work long hours. It's just the business. You work 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. So it's not for me. Then I had my second baby, and I got back on board with 22-minute hardcore, and was just like, come on, let's do it. I'm like, okay, I'll become a discount coach. That's it. I just want the discount because I'm from Canada, and I need the break because the exchange rate is just so bad. So I just want the discount. That's it. And then, so she put me in the group, and I'm kind of watching everybody, and I'm like, you know what? I could do that and just pay for my Shakeology. I'm like, just a little bit of a goal, just itty bitty. So then I started following along in the groups, and then, started with the powers of threes, just like everybody else was saying. Okay, well, we'll add people, and my son's still not sleeping through the night. So to get up at 5, 6 in the morning, I'm already up, but I'm going back to bed to work out. So no. So sometimes I work out at night, sometimes I work out in the afternoon, sometimes it's in the morning. It's whatever fits in my schedule. So same thing with my power hour. It's completely broken up. It'll be like at nighttime in my bed, just adding away, messaging people back, in between workouts, and try to turn the phone off. So it's really, really broken up for me, but exactly, I hit them all. I start adding people. I follow up with people. That's like the weirdest one, is following up with people, because I try to put myself in their shoes when I'm trying to approach them when I'm following up, kind of, so that just so I'm not so pushy or come on too strong. I just kind of put myself in their shoes, and that's a tip there. One of the things that I've started doing way more than what I've ever done is just sharing more on Facebook. I've always been into fitness. Like I said, I started back in 2014, but it was just recently since I started actually sharing my Shakeology, sharing my workouts, posting my sweaty pictures. I'm like, why do people want to see that? But they love it. You work out, post a video. I cannot stress it enough. People love watching videos. I don't know why. I do it myself. I see other people posting videos. I stop and watch. They love it. I posted one today. But just be yourself. You're not selling anything. You're just inviting them. You're not selling a thing. Beachbody does that for you. Like, look at the ads and infomercials, and you're just inviting them to it. So kind of see it that way rather than selling something. And then what I typically do is I try to connect with people. Like, I'll look on Facebook, and if somebody's asking a question, especially if it's intriguing to me, not everything. Actually, Penny's on here too. I bring it up because she's on here. She's one of my coaches, and how I've connected with her, she's actually a cousin of mine. She had posted a comment regarding peanut butter versus almond butter, and it was very intriguing to me. So I went back and I went to our groups, and I got information, and then I personally messaged her, and I did not sell her a thing. I did not say nothing about Beachbody. I just connected. I was genuine. It was something I wanted to know, so I shared the information with her, and it was just opened up that connection. And then she started following more, and then she wanted in our group. But I did not push nothing on her, nothing at all. So I was just be yourself. What else do I have? Just a product of the product. Like, you'll see me in my workouts. You'll see the Shakeology, and the results are real. Like, people love seeing the before and afters. Everybody hates doing them, but it works. They love seeing those before and afters, and you'll see the support come in, like, just raining in, just the likes and the comments, the private messages, like, oh my God, you look great. What are you doing? Just keep being consistent at it. Don't just put it up here and then randomly put it up there. Just be consistent with your workouts. Be consistent at sharing it. I also do give out incentives for people. Like, at the beginning of the month, the first 5 people, they get the Fixate cookbook. I give out referral bonuses. That seems to help, exactly, investing back into the people, because they're trusting you. They're investing their money into Beachbody, but it's into you. They want to work out with you. They could see everybody has the same product. Missa's selling the same product as I am. Michelle is. It's all the same products, but the people are coming to you because they want you. They see what you're doing. Obviously it works. So they want to go to you. The reason why I decided to become a coach and push that just a little bit farther, mainly for the vacations. Like, if you could see the vacations, like, what? I want to go there. I want to be on that ship. What? Bora Bora for the top 10? I'm not sure about that, but it's back there about here. I'm like, top 10 coach? I don't know, but
oh my God, do it. I want to say that I have a coach that's a top 10 coach. Like, that's not one of my goals, but if that's one of your goals, you know what? I have a top 10 coach on my team. Yeah. Canada. What? That's such a cool goal. It is.
But mainly it's just because, like I said, I work right now. I'm on mat leave in Canada. We get a year, which is really nice. But my hours are long. So I work 10 to 12 hours. So I want to cut those hours back and be home with my kids. Because coming home at 5:30, 6 o'clock at night and putting them to bed by 6:30, 7, it's not what I want. So what I would like to do is not work as much, where Beachbody will make up that difference of pay, and I get to stay home and be with my kids. I think that's it. Did I miss anything, Miss Ed?
No, no, you didn't miss anything. I think it was just amazing. All of you guys have these amazing whys. Michelle, I don't know if you want to come on and share your why a little bit, because these two girls kind of shared their why with everybody. But you guys, and I know Michelle's why, but you guys are all into PD. You're all doing your power of threes. You're all saying product of the product. You're all, following up. That's a big
personal development at nighttime.
Yeah. What are you reading?
I fit it in.
What are you reading right now?
The one before Girl Code, was it
Sparkle?
Fabulous and Fearless, or Fearless and Fabulous?
Yeah, I asked you that. Yeah, I'm reading that too. So one question though, so 10 coaches since March 1st. Can you shed some light on that for a new coach who's like, oh my God, I'm afraid to even talk to them about buying anything from me. How are you getting 10 coaches? And
I'm just when they're enrolling, I give them the option. Like you can either become a discount coach and get 25% off, or there's a challenger and you get nothing.
so are you
if
doing
you sign with a coach, I might just give you an incentive. So I kind of weigh it out, and so it looks better.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good because that's it's exactly the same like kind of script that I have that I use. So I think that works great for me too. So, you guys, these are coaches who signed up literally, like I said, 90 days. It's 90 days because Carrie's our recent Success Club starter. These girls both got their Success Club 1 starter, so they have their call with Carl. And, they've been hitting Success Club 10 every month. They've signed up. And I want to jump now and do a share screen so you guys can see their Facebook pages. You guys see? Oh, look who's here. All right, so 41 minutes ago, this is Lise, Lise was just sharing her tips with us. Oh my gosh, this video. This is awesome. Okay, so she's just talking about, sharing videos. Let's get beach ready. This is a challenge group post. I have 2 more to say cookbooks. This is awesome. Oh my gosh, so cool. And
I told you they love the videos.
Yeah. Yep, they do. And then here's a chisel workout. Dang, girl, sweaty. So look, she's being proud of the product. Oh, here, I love when you post pictures of you and the kids. You always are sharing what you're doing with the kids. If you're going outside, Mother's Day, she has a post up about that. Obviously, you're getting tagged. Here's another workout, so it's not just random. She's being more of her and her kids. So you guys are definitely seeing her lifestyle. Here she is, Hell Week, doing 22-minute hardcore, her Shakeology. So every day, I love these pictures you put up too, where you put the words on top of your pictures.
Yeah, that was one of the calls that we did. I can't remember.
I know, I just played with Janelle, I think. Janelle did an awesome call with all that.
Yeah, and I just took it and I just went with it. Just finding a quote that I like and a picture and going with it.
Yep, Fix It Cookbook. This is your incentive that you're giving away. So you're showing people that you're cooking through the cookbook. This little cutie.
He's a troublemaker, not a cutie.
I saw this movie this picture, and you're like, this is how I feel. This is how she looked, and this is how I felt. Like, you're sharing your kids, you're sharing your family. Like, it's so awesome because people can tell. People can just tell right away who you are and what you're about, and your consistency and your fitness and your family and your food. You can see those are your things that you love. Oh my God, I love it. Join my challenge group. This is so cute, guys. See, it's not stock photos. You don't see links. You don't see join my team, like stuff like that. So I'm going to go check out Michelle's now. She's like, oh crap. They didn't know I was going to do this to them, but they all have awesome cover photos. I wanted to say that too. They have awesome cover photos, clear profile pictures, awesome intros, and here's, just some posts. I know Michelle had a rough week and she lost a very close friend to her family, and she's been sharing that and talking about, those things on her page. Also sharing family photos, just like Lise, you share what's going on in your life. She has always been amazing. She's still my assistant. She still helps me out. And she comes up with the most awesome motivational pictures. And I'm like, you know what? I love this. Like, where did you find this? She shares stuff with me all the time. So I see her come up with posts. And I'm like, oh, you kept that good one for yourself, huh? I'm just kidding. It's so funny. But she does an amazing job at giving recognition to her challengers, you guys. She's always shedding her challengers with recognition, celebrating them, sharing her gardening. The other day, she's like, I just wanted to get out in the garden and get my hands dirty. Of course, Mother's Day, we're going to see a lot of that, but she shared that experience, with her followers. Always has great motivation and recipes that she shares. Obviously, positive. family photos. I know they're an awesome yard saling family. She's always like, oh, we'll find it at a yard sale. So that's something she loves to share. And, not afraid to, share the good, the bad, the ugly, I like to say. She's normally a very, very happy person. And some of her posts this week were just reflective of your family and your love for the people in your life. And I don't know, it's just, you can tell so much by her post. And here's her vulnerable post where she put herself out there, her before 21-day fix and her after. She's sharing these with people on her timeline. See, 20-some people, that's a great response. I loved this post, how you're shopping for your different mismatched plates. Do you see what I'm saying, you guys? It's not all fitness. It's not all one-sided. You're seeing so many facets of these women in their life. Here's her friend that passed, and obviously sharing that. And this was such a cute picture. You're like, oh, it was pouring here the past couple days, and this is how she relates. And she's running around in her car. So she has a really great way of sharing her life in such, oh my God, that's so cute, in such a positive way, even when she's not feeling the most positive. And this is why people relate to her. You can go and see, if you go to someone's page and you click their photos, you can get a good idea of, of who they are. If you pull up Michelle's photos and it'll show you a snapshot of the last couple pictures that she shared. And you see, just a really nice mix of food, positivity, family, and all that. I like to do this, because if you see too much of something, it's too much. It freaks people out. They're like, oh my God, what happened to Michelle? All she's posting about is this Shakeology stuff. All she's talking about is this Beachbody stuff. You can't do that. You got to keep it real. So I'm going to go to Carrie's page so you guys can see. And these are coaches hitting Success Club every month. Again, awesome. I have her photo up here with her pictures. Really cute selfie. Some motivational posts. She has her intro here too. And here's her sharing CEO Mom. I love it. Give me Wi-Fi and I'll control the world. That is awesome. Talking about, that's an awesome coaching post, a coaching jab. I'm going to like that. Saying like, this is what I do. I love it. You're going to see motivation on her page. I like everything now. It smells like a stalker. She's a runner, you guys. So not only is she into Beachbody workouts, she's also a 21-day fix. She always shares about her runs. This is a beautiful picture. See, current view from my bedroom. It doesn't have to be something like super crazy. Her family. Yep. I always love when I see you having a drink. So I'm like, you know what? I relate to that. I enjoy a cocktail. And as a coach, you can be that way too. You don't have to feel like you have to be perfect. Awesome, awesome pictures of your workouts, of your runs. I love it. It's going to look like I'm totally stalking you because I'm like liking every single picture. But look how like she's sharing all this stuff, you guys, about herself, about her family. And this is how it's done. They're not out there being these crazy salespeople. They're not out there constantly spamming their wall about, challenge groups and this and that, because we follow our team schedule. They know, they're putting up coaching jabs right now because we're going to have a coaching backstage pass coming up. And this is why, like, you follow the team schedule. Has this all helped you guys as new coaches? Michelle, Carrie, Lise, is the team schedule kind of giving you, like,
yes,
some structure? Yeah? Okay. And I find it helps. Like, you run your 5-day clean eating, you move into your challenge group, you invite these people from your 5-day clean eating right into your challenge group. And then it's natural. You kind of see them turn into almost a coach right before your eyes. And you offer them that opportunity. And I think a lot of you guys have worked that calendar. You're all having people show up to the backstage passes. You're getting people in the challenge groups. You're following the posting guidelines. You're doing the personal development. You're being products of the product, and you're inviting. Naturally, guys, it's what they say the vital behaviors are. But you get to see 3 different ladies do it in a completely different way. But they all kind of say, this is what I do. Let me stop share. This is what I do. And that they all do it just, like I said, a little bit different. So I'm going to open it up. If anyone has any questions, if not, we can call it a night. A couple of reminders. I'll leave it open just in case anyone wants to come on the line and ask any questions. But we are doing the summer Soul Sister gift party. I'm going to close it up. So if you are on the phone or on right now and you haven't filled in your information for it, go to the team page, fill it in, so you can be a part of the Secret Santa this summer, where we're going to spoil each other and give each other gifts. It's nice to get stuff in the mail. I don't know. Don't you guys like it? I love it. So I thought, why not? Let's do that, and it'll be fun. Also, you guys already know about the new coach training that's going on, and I'm giving away P90X this month. So Michelle's already on the board for it. But if you get to Success Club 10, you get a drawing into the P90X. So aim to help people, you guys, this month, because these are all brand new coaches who are just like you. They're just like you. They signed up some a month ago. Yeah, Michelle, come on, say whatever. Are you muted? Where'd you go? There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
There I am.
Yeah.
I just want to, any of the new coaches that are just jumping on for the first time, I just want to let you guys know, I have worked in the same line of work for 20 years, and I have never, ever seen anything like this team in my whole life. I'm 49 years old. I mean, I've worked a lot of different places where sometimes you feel like you're on your own, like you're against everybody else, and you're all competing with each other. I just want you guys to know, this is not like that at all. I help Carrie. Carrie helps me. Lise helps me. Alicia helps me. I help Annie. Everybody helps everybody. And it is like, it's like one team working for the same goal. So you don't ever feel like you guys are alone and you can't ask questions or reach out to any of us. We'll feel the same way because you may know something I don't know, and vice versa. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. I can't even say it enough. And when Missa had about my why, I want to quick give you guys, I had my daughter at 30. My daughter right before I turned 40. So and my son is considerably older. He's 13 years old. But I actually had 2 parents diagnosed with 2 different types of cancer within a year of Kylie being born. My mom had breast cancer and my dad had prostate cancer. So I totally changed our whole world upside down as far as eating habits. My husband luckily was on board with it, thank goodness. But the whole thing behind it is basically I need to provide for my family, and I need to make sure that we are as nutritious as we possibly can, being as fit as we possibly can, so that at least if something does happen, I can say, at least I tried. And I know that that sounds crazy, but, you know, I also have a job where I love my job, but would I love this more? Yes, I would. If I could do this full time tomorrow and quit my other job, I would do that. I truly would. And that's after a month and a half. I love this so much. So there's a lot of different backgrounds to my why, but that's the thing. I have a 10-year-old at the age of 41. I want to be here for her. I want to see my grandchildren someday that she provides for me. And, you know, I want to be, it's important. And this is the basis for me. This is the one thing that combines health, fitness, nutrition, everything, and it makes me feel like I'm making a difference for everybody else, and I love it. So that's all. I'm done.
I just got this vision, Michelle, of, you know, when Kylie has her kids and they're going to say, Grandma, what do you do now? And you're going to be like, I'm a beach body. I'm a full-time beach body coach. You don't even have to work anymore. You're going to get to spend all that time with them and her grandkids because you've taken such good care of yourself. Like, seriously, you're an inspiration to me with your health. Like, wow, you blow me away. So definitely, that's what you're going to say. You're going to be Mom on Beachbody. No, but that's when Kylie has kids, so that's a while from now, right? But you're gonna be retiring everybody because of that.
Definitely.
But thank you guys so much for jumping on and sharing this tonight. I just hope it helps you guys who are brand new see that it doesn't have to take, years and years and years to see something happen with this business. You can turn this around in a month, 2 months, 3 months, as long as you're just applying everything and you're showing up and you're paying attention and making an effort. I was reading that Fearless and Fabulous book by the one who wrote Girl Code tonight in the tub. And she said, where you're going to grow is when you're at just a little bit outside your comfort zone where you feel that excitement for life again. Like, oh my God, this is scary but exciting. Oh my God. But if you're like giving yourself anxiety attacks, then she's like, tiptoe a little backwards and get back to that place of a comfort, like a stepping out of your comfort zone, but you're excited. You're excited to be doing something new and to be spending time with this, but don't use the first excuse or the first thing that pops up, like, oh, I can't do it. Because you've seen all different walks of life here, talking about how they make this work and what their why is. So a couple things you guys have to take, hopefully you take away from tonight. It doesn't matter if you're a coach in 1 day, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You can be earning an income. You can be changing lives. You can be having such change in your life, in your health, and your fitness, and your business in less than 90 days. Because all these women are doing that, and it's amazing. It's just crazy. And they're bringing so much awesomeness into this team because of their awesome go-getter personalities. So I'm just excited to see what happens from here with your teams that you guys are introducing to this opportunity. But it just makes me so excited how this team is totally growing. And if you are still trying to get into the 10-day group, just jump in the 10-day group that we just started. Or if you're kind of half in, half out right now, kind of what that book was saying is ease yourself in like a cold pool. You put your foot in and your foot kind of gets used to it. You step in, you ease yourself in. Kind of do that your first month with the challenge group and the trainings. You're going to get more comfortable the more you open up to it. But if you just shut it out and have an excuse and you can't do this and it's not for you or whatever, you're going to miss out on such an opportunity that if you just kind of let yourself open to it and just kind of warm up to it, it's going to be amazing for you. It's going to change your life, I swear. So, guys, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to check the chat real quick. Nope, no questions. Guys, thank you so much. One, for speaking tonight and for everyone for getting on. We had up to 16 people on at one point. That's amazing. I used to get nervous that nobody would show up, and 1 week no one did show up. And now all of a sudden, a few months later, this team is like, a year later, I feel like this team has completely changed. It's a whole new vibe. And it just feels so good to see you ladies showing up and you growing so much. So thank you guys for jumping on tonight. And I will post the recording in the team page. See ya.